as we approach our January 30th release, basically people are like, well, what about season 6?
Yeah,
why aren't we calling this season 6? We're making a shift in how we're approaching Infinite going forward.
I knew it.
For
No
MCC
seasons.
players, it's probably going to sound very familiar too. The gist of it is that we're kind of no longer referring to seasons. We're shifting away from seasons.
Why don't you start the show with this?
Our January 30th update will henceforth be known as CU29. Just
what?
Kind of rolls right off the tongue, right?
What? Is he joking?
Has a lot more marketing weight to it.
Well, you heard it right from the horse's mouth. Instead of season 6, we're getting CU29. 29, which right off the bat, get a better name for the updates. Obviously, CU29 stands for Content Update 29, and that is the biggest thing that the community is talking about following 343's live stream, where of course everyone was expecting them to talk about season 6, but instead they went through all the things coming on January 30th, but they didn't mention until the very end that, hey, we're actually not doing seasons in the clip that you guys just saw, which was a very weird presentation and it confused a lot of people. I don't know why they didn't just come out right away and say, hey guys, we're switching it up a bit how we're doing things. But anyway, that's besides the point. And although we have a decent update coming to Halo Infinite on January 30th, the biggest takeaway from this live stream for me has to be the absolute fact that 343 is clearly moving their main focus away from Halo Infinite and onto new products.
It's going to be a very exciting year for Halo. We are off to an exciting start. We have a dedicated team working on supporting Halo Infinite and continuing to deliver going forward. But also, yes, we have additional teams now that are accelerating towards the future, working on brand new projects. There are a lot of things cooking here. We could not be more excited. As part of that, we're actually growing the team right now. So if you're passionate about Halo, if you've got skills and you're interested, please keep an eye on the Microsoft career site because we are growing and we've got a lot of exciting things in the works for the future.
And of course, this doesn't mean that Halo Infinite is over and it's not going to get any more updates, but don't get it twisted. Outside all the things that they just talked about in this live stream that are coming January 30th and the things that they mentioned that are coming later this year, Halo Infinite is going to get minimal new content after all that has arrived. They made literally zero mention of any sandbox items coming. We're only getting one new dev map and 3 community-made forge maps. The live stream also had a huge pre-recorded interview all about how they add community-made forge maps to matchmaking and basically asking the community to make them more maps. And outside of these operations, which aren't really new content except for cosmetics that they've probably had since launch, there isn't much new dev content coming to the game. It's just a matter of fact. I could be wrong, but to me, it's very clear that 343 has shifted their main focus to the new projects, the new Halo games, and probably has a skeleton team working on the future updates for Halo Infinite, just like what happened to MCC after it moved away from its seasons model. And basically the updates got smaller and smaller until Halo Infinite came out. And now because seasons are gone, they're basically just doing operations instead of seasons. So I imagine we're gonna get an update every 4 to 6 weeks, every time there's a new operation. And there has been 3 operations that have been announced so far. Now, this of course means that we are no longer getting seasonal battle passes to purchase, but what essentially replaces this are the operations passes. And the good thing about these passes is that they are made up of 20 tiers of completely free items in which you have the length of the operation to unlock them. And of course, you can pay for the premium version to get 1 bonus item and secure that pass so it never expires. And in our first operation, the Spirit of Fire, they of course paywalled the classic AR skin.
Definitely some crossover vibes.
Why you
video
go
here
fuck yourself? Off. Kind of a bummer, but to be expected. But at least, hey, we're getting the Mark IV armor for free.
Oh, there it is.
Are you
Let's go.
freaking kidding me? That's
core, the fan
ridiculous. Oh my god, that might be the best Halo armor. So beefy, so jacked. You don't even need to customize it. Just run it base. It looks sick. This is my new core. That's the only core I'm going to use now. It's so nice to look at. And this might be the best armor in the game. But the thing about these operations passes is over 60% of the pass is literally garbage fillers. We have 20 tiers and we have 11 tiers are emblems, XP boosts, or charms, which literally nobody cares about. So there's about 8 or 9 actual armor items, actual coatings that anyone will care about. And this is nothing new with Halo Infinite. And if we pull up the passes for the other events, it's the exact same thing. But hey, it is free content and they're actually giving us some more free content in the form of the 3 Halo TV show helmets, which will be available to earn for free via the weekly ultimate challenges. And you love to see that that because this is going to be the first time that the Ultimate Challenger Award is actually worth it. Usually it is just a freaking emblem or a backdrop, which is a joke or a charm. So finally some good Ultimate Challenges, which is something that we've been talking about since launch. But anyway, so what else are we actually getting January 30th? Cross-core shoulders, which is going to be awesome. The customization in this game is finally going to be like they advertised it at launch with millions and millions of customization options, billions and billions.
The body of customization content that we have on day one ensures that there will be millions of customization combinations for Spartans on the battlefield.
So that was a fucking lie.
We're also getting a bunch of new maps coming to the Come 29 update. But of course, there's only one dev-made map with this cool illusion map where you become invisible if you go in the center section of the map, similar to the low gravity DLC Halo Reach maps. But yeah, so we're only getting one new dev map and 3 new big team battle maps. But all those big team battle maps are made in Forge by the community. And this further reinforces the fact that yes, Halo Infinite's updates are dwindling down and there is only a skeleton team working on the future updates of Halo Infinite because there's a huge shift towards community made Forge content. So they're definitely making it very obvious that we're probably not going to get many dev maps moving forward. Forge is getting a nice big update. Ranked is getting a little update, making some playlists permanent, which boggles my mind because I thought these playlists were permanent. I guess there's been no Ranked Slayer permanent playlist. It's just been rotating in and out, which is kind of funny. And that's about it for things that are actually launching in January 30th. And one of the biggest letdowns of this live stream is the fact that there are 0 new sandbox items coming, which again, to me, further reinforces the point that they're slowly wrapping up Halo Infinite's updates. We got a skeleton team working on the remaining content. The Falcon has been leaked for 2 years. There's been clips of it flying around, and now there's new footage of it leaked flying around, and it still hasn't come to the game. There's obviously that leaked banished shotgun that's in the game, and there's some leaked banished weapons, but I wouldn't be surprised if none of these actually make it to the game, or if they are added later to pad up a very light CUM update in the future, which again further reinforces the point that they are moving away from Halo Infinite and focused on the next thing. Now, they also mentioned a bunch of items that are coming later this year, which includes the MCC style match composer, which will allow them to focus less on swapping playlists in and out and allow players to search for what they want to play when they want to play it. They're also working on finishing the updated networking model that we've been testing for the last couple months, which will be huge. No launch time determined for that yet. 343 is working on a way to unlock old cosmetics that have previously been tied behind events, promotions, and ultimate challenges, similar to the exchange system that we have in Halo the Master Chief Collection, which is great because as we know, the exchange system in MCC is 100% earnable through playing. And finally, they're working on bringing easy anti-cheat to Halo Infinite. Why this was not in the game at launch is baffling, but you know, it is Halo Infinite. So you can really see the comparisons to MCC, how they basically set it up for us to enjoy into the future and allow us to grind some stuff for years to come, but they're pretty much just moving on. Halo Infinite has been chalked since launch. So now that it's finally gotten all the updates, it's finally content complete, they're moving on. And why wouldn't they be moving on from it? Halo Infinite's player base, it's gotten to a healthier spot, but it's never going to grow at this point, as we've seen through all these updates. And now that the swamp at 343 has been drained and we have Pierre Heinz at the helm, I feel a whole lot better about the future of Halo and the upcoming projects that they're working on, because all the fuck goofs who made Halo 4 and Halo 5 are gone. They've slowly either left, quit, or been fired. So 343 has been refreshed with a whole bunch of new people, a new studio head. They're hiring all kinds of new people that are hopefully Halo fans. I'm extremely optimistic for the future of Halo, and I'm really excited to hear more about these future projects that 343 has in the tank that Sketch is mentioning. I really hope that we have some kind of teaser or announcement this year of some kind of Halo project. We're pretty much at that point in the Halo fan cycle where we are still playing the current game, but we're all looking to the future in anticipation of what's next to come for the Halo franchise. But don't get it twisted. They are definitely slowly beginning to end the support for Halo Infinite. Most of the context cosmetic, they're relying heavily on community-made Forge maps, and they literally said nothing in this live stream about new sandbox items coming to the game. You'd be out of your mind if you think that we're getting a whole bunch of dev-made content coming to the game. Halo Infinite is sundowning, and that's okay.